So how do you increase the chance of winning your immigration case? Hi, I am Korveh, a licensed attorney practicing immigration law, personal injury law, and employment law. The first thing you want to do to increase the chance of winning your immigration case is to understand the seriousness or the enormity of what is at stake and treat it as such when you are about to file your immigration application. Your very life in the U.S. and the stability of your family is at stake when you are filing your U.S. immigration application. It amazes me how many people fail to appreciate this obvious and critically important fact. One of the most important things in your life in the U.S. is a legal status. So applying for immigration benefit is not the time to want to suddenly start cutting corners and relying on opinion of people who do not know what they are talking about and who will not live with the result of the bad advice they are giving you. It is definitely not the time to engage in do-it-yourself adventure or try and error games with something as important as your U.S. immigration status, which your future in America, your American dream, and the future of your children and your family depend on. Don't you want to give it your best effort? Doesn't it deserve your best? Don't you want to get it right? Don't you want to get it right at your first attempt? I am an immigrant myself, and my job as an immigration attorney gives me the great privilege of meeting a lot of immigrants. And what I've learned over the years about a lot of immigrants is that they are very industrious, full of ingenuity. In fact, I have met a lot of them who are jacks of all trades, with do-it-yourself attitude, which is how most of us survive and achieve the American dream. So I have a great appreciation and respect for the do-it-yourself attitude. But when it comes to complex and ever-changing issues of immigration law, do-it-yourself can quickly become a nightmare. Let me be clear. You have the right to represent yourself. You have the right to file your own cases. But just like anything you do for the first time, trying to file your case by yourself for the first time, you are likely to make unavoidable mistakes. Like many other things, making a mistake at first attempt is not a big deal because you usually get a second chance to fix your mistake. But the problem with immigration is that the consequence of your mistake can be so dire and irreparable. The usual second chance to fix your mistake may not be available to you. The try and error approach with your immigration application is not a great idea. I pride myself on being able to fix a lot of things around my house, but when it comes to plumbing and electrical problems, I don't think it's a smart idea to do it myself. I don't want to risk electrical shock, and I don't want to cause fire due to lack of expertise. I don't want to cause flood in my house by mishandling water pipe just to save a few dollars. It is just not worth it. In my line of work, unfortunately, I have encountered too many nightmarish stories of people without qualified legal advice applying for immigration benefits they are not qualified for and making submissions that jeopardize their case, all for the excuse that immigration lawyers or attorneys are expensive. First of all, the great thing about immigration is that it is federal, which means you can hire a competent and affordable attorney anywhere in the U.S. to handle your case. You are not limited to an expensive lawyer in your state. Let me do a quick cost-benefit analysis for you. I want you to quantify or put a dollar value on the stress of having your case mishandled and denied because of a silly mistake. I want you to put a dollar value on the danger of deportation due to avoidable mistakes. Estimate how much amount you lose for not getting a good job because you don't have a legal status in the US. Add the fact that filing fees are not refundable, even when your case is denied, plus the amount of money you lose not being able to file taxes or get tax refunds as a lawful permanent resident of the United States. Now, add all that up. Tell me which is more expensive. A qualified legal representation that increases the chances of winning your case, or the bad advice of an unqualified person. You see, you actually lose money and risk a lot more by trying to cut corners when it comes to your immigration application. The second thing, which is very related to the first one, is for you to understand that you cannot afford to make silly mistakes when it comes to immigration applications. There is no area of law as harsh and unforgiving as immigration law. One moment you were excited to submit your immigration application and happy you are at the verge of getting your visa, your green card, or your lawful status. The next, your petition is denied because of some silly mistake, perhaps forever banned from obtaining any future immigration benefit because of an alleged fraud or misrepresentation. Perhaps you're put in deportation, suddenly faced with the prospect of being ripped away from the life you've worked so hard to establish in the U.S. The result of an immigration process can literally be life-changing and can impact a family for generations. So when it comes to immigration, my advice is you want to do it right. You want to do it once. Or the third thing is don't be a know-it-all. And at least know that you don't know. Not knowing what you don't know can be very costly and dangerous when it comes to immigration. I often deal with people who somehow think after 20 to 30 minutes consultation with an attorney or by reading an article on the internet, they have acquired the requisite legal training and expertise of a lawyer to represent themselves with success. I have read on the internet about how to fly a plane, but I don't pretend to be a pilot, nor do I fly a plane. I've read on the internet how to fix a broken leg, but I don't pretend to be a doctor, nor do I try to perform surgery on a broken leg. I can't count the number of times that people come to my office and tell me, oh, my friend who has documentation, my friend who has legal status told me it's easy to file my own immigration application. It is easy to fill out the forms. Your son or your daughter can help you fill out the form. Your immigration case is more than just filing forms with the government. I cannot emphasize this enough. Your immigration case is more than just filing forms with the U.S. government. Do you know the questions on the forms are based on underlying laws, governing regulations, and case laws that determine your eligibility for the immigration benefits you are seeking? Do you know those laws? Have you read those laws? Have you read the Immigration and Nationality Act? Do you know the purpose of the questions on the form? Do you know how those questions affect your chance of winning your immigration case? A good immigration lawyer will thoroughly evaluate the specific facts of your case, identify strengths and potential legal problems with your case, develop the best short and long-term strategy, and navigate your case through the appropriate government agencies. Don't you want to benefit from a lawyer's years of legal training and experience and professional experience? A lawyer who knows the law as much as the immigration officer deciding your case, if not better. I had a couple consult my office about marriage green card case, and all they wanted to know was how long after their marriage could they file their petition. They didn't want me to help with the filing of the case. They didn't want me to handle the case. They just wanted a legal advice as to timeline of filing their petition after marriage. Their thinking was, well, they have read on the internet that they just need to get a marriage certificate, joint lease, a copy of a joint bank account, fill out the forms and submit it, and that's it. And they don't think they need to pay me to do that. First of all, anybody can go to a city hall, get married, and get a marriage certificate. So marriage certificate does not carry a lot of weight when it comes to the determination of the legitimacy of your marriage. Immigration knows that there are roommates across the U.S. who have entered joint lease. So a joint lease does not make people married couples. Anybody can open a joint bank account. So a joint bank account in of itself does not prove bona fide marriage. Immigration lawyers file cases daily and know the standard of proof for your specific case. Immigration lawyers know how immigration reacts to certain piece of evidence. They know how and in what specific context such evidence will carry weight and will cogently prepare your case in a manner that helps make the immigration officer's decision easier and favorable to you. An immigration lawyer knows how to draft an effective legal brief outlining relevant laws that entitle you to the immigration benefit you are seeking. And more importantly, an immigration lawyer will prepare you for the interview. A long story short, this couple came back for my help after their case was denied due to avoidable mistakes they made. They wasted a whole lot of time trying on their own, losing their filing fee in the process because the filing fees are not refundable. My observation was that the stress of the process was even affecting their marriage. Not only that, the non-U.S. spouse was still not authorized to work in the U.S. So he was not making any money. He was not working, and he was not earning any salary to support the family. The fourth thing I think you should be mindful of, or you should consider, is to avoid myth and business rumors if you want to increase the chance of winning your immigration case. Rumors such as hiring a lawyer make immigration think there is something wrong with your case. In fact, immigration welcomes attorney-filed cases because legal representation gives your case credibility and merit. A licensed lawyer has obligation under the law to file cases that have merit. So having a lawyer handle your case is a good thing. A licensed lawyer taking responsibility for your application gives it merit. It does not undermine it. Immigration welcomes attorney-filed cases because they are better prepared, properly filed. The right procedure is followed by an experienced immigration attorney. Importantly, hiring an attorney make your case go faster. Even though immigration generally processes cases in the order in which they are received, attorney-filed cases usually go smoother and quicker because attorneys' knowledge and experience will help avoid requests for additional evidence after filing your case, or costly mistakes, wrong submissions that delay your case for months, if not years. Additionally, hiring an attorney helps safeguard against potential issues and reduces the danger of deportation. Even the best cases that are, just straightforward cases may have potential issues that can throw things off track. A good immigration lawyer or attorney will thoroughly evaluate your case, identify pitfalls, and take appropriate measures that protect or safeguard your rights. People who do not retain the services of a competent lawyer are more likely to end up in deportation or run into serious problems in the immigration process. There is no factual dispute about that. So I will end by, encouraging you to like or share and subscribe to my channel for smart immigration answers. Feel free to reach out to me whenever I can be of help to you. My number will be on the screen. Have a great day. Good luck.